So welcome back. We're about to finish up the last 4 examples of 6.1, operations with polynomials. So for these ones, we want to be able to add, subtract, and multiply different polynomials. Division is going to be a completely different section, and it's going to come in 6.2. So with adding and subtracting, this is just basically going to be combining like terms. So you're going to find the terms that have the same variable with the same degree, and you're going to add the coefficients together. So 2a cubed plus 1a cubed ends up being 3a cubed. There's no a squareds that would come next, so then we go to our a's. 5a minus 3a is going to be 2a, and then the last thing is -7 and a +2 combined to be a -5. So that's going to end up being our final answer. We're going to write it in standard form, which means the highest degree comes first, and then the lowest, you just keep going down a degree basically until you end up with your constant. With subtraction, it is going to be similar to addition, but what I am going to say is you're going to leave the first part alone, the 4x squared minus 9x plus 3. Then when you have subtraction, that subtraction sign is going to be whatever the subtraction sign applies to whatever is directly behind it. So we're going to subtract 2x and subtract 1. I'm going to go ahead and distribute that minus sign to each term in the parentheses coming after the subtraction. Because now that I rewrote it, now it's no different than problem number 1 where we combine like terms. So the 4x squared stays as it is. The 9x and the 2x, they're both negative, so they're going to combine to be -11x. And the +3 and the -1, those two are going to combine to be a +2. Now we're going to move on to multiplying. So we're going to, for number 3, take and distribute this -y to everything after it. So -1 times 4 is going to be -4. Y times y squared, here's where we get to use our exponent rules that we just talked about. It's y to the first power times y to the second power. That's going to end up being y to the third power. -y times 2y is going to end up being a -2, and then y squared. -y times -3 ends up being a +3y. And then this one already is in standard form, and there's nothing to combine because these terms are different. There's no like terms. So for number 4, we're going to distribute as well. So the first thing we're going to do is distribute this a squared to everything in the second parentheses. So that's going to become a cubed plus 2a squared. Then we're going to distribute the 3a to everything in the second parentheses as well. So it's going to be a 3a squared and 6a. Then we're going to distribute the -4 to everything in that last set. So it's going to be a -4a minus 8. Now that we've written it out like this, now we can start combining like terms together. We're going to leave the a cubed first. 2a squared and 3a squared become a 5a squared. 6a and 4a, with the 4 being negative, becomes a 2a. And then we have the -8 at the end. So thank you very much for listening. I hope this helped with operations on polynomials. Have a great day.